What's up, guys? Today is a Freestyle Friday, and it's your girl, the Swaggy Bum, coming to you. I am so excited for this Freestyle Friday, probably a little bit more than you guys could imagine. I feel like I have so much things that I want to talk about all the time, and not that I don't have anyone to talk to about it, but like I want to extend it. I want to make like bigger conversations for everyone to comment on and really engage with me in. I like to see like other people's perspective on things. So that's pretty much the reason why I decided to do a Freestyle Friday, because as much as I love fashion, and I love fashion so much, I don't want to immerse myself in only the fashion world. I really want to be seen as a person that is diverse and can talk about a plethora of things. And I'm just so excited to have this platform. It's very scary for me to start. Like, I just feel like these are all my precious thoughts, and I want to hold them to myself and just share them with my family and friends. But really and truly, like, I'm so ready to be vocal about my thoughts and really learn through other people and other people's experiences. And I don't know, I love talking. As you guys know, I went to school for psychology, so like I love learning about the mind and how people think. So I'm really hoping that this is something that you guys will enjoy with me. I really just want you guys to understand like who I am as a person, where I'm coming from, what I'm bringing to this platform. So just a little one-on-one about me. Again, my name is the Swaggy Bum. If you haven't been to my page before, welcome. I'm so happy that you're able to join me today. My real name is Jen, and I went to school for psychology. Like I said, I noticed that my junior year, I was very miserable. I hated it. I hated studying psychology. I couldn't get down with it. And so I had to really dig deep and think to myself, like, what are my other talents? Like, what am I holding on to that I'm not allowing I can monetize on? And fashion came to mind. Like, I've loved fashion forever, you know. I knew that I was really good at telling people what to wear. I knew I was really good at telling myself what to wear. And then I was just like Google searching, and that's when I found June Ambrose, and she's been a huge, huge, huge inspiration to me to see a Black woman, a Black mother, a Black wife, all in one, do what she does. It was just like, I was so in awe with her. I was just like, wow, she really is a rock mom. Wow, she is this like, you know, badass woman. So that was really amazing. And so I just followed her. I followed her career. I was like Google searching her. I followed other women like her. And that's when I realized, I was like, this is the career path I want to take. Now, the crazy thing with styling is is like fashion styling and then everything under it. So you can be like a prop stylist, a celebrity stylist, an editorial stylist, a personal stylist. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I didn't know that at first. I thought like I had to be a celebrity stylist. And to be honest, when I started interning and helping out stylists, I would only help celebrity stylists, but it was very stressful for me. It was very stressful for me. I did not sleep well. You know, I would sleep like 2 hours and then have to be back up. I'm like lodging big bags down Fifth Avenue. Like, I could just look back and think like, damn, that girl was so lost, you know, like, but she was so passionate and she was so driven. And I'm like, sometimes I think back to those times and I'm just re-inspired all over again. And so then I moved into the retail scene, you know, sis needed money, so I had to get it how I could. And I found a company that I did personal styling with, and I was there for 3.5 years, and that's where I learned how to do editorial styling. And I was like, whoa, like, you mean I could style for big brands like Target and Macy's and all these brands, and like they'll pay me big bucks to style and play in their clothes? Fucking sold. Like, that's all I needed to know. But that too comes with a lot of work, and I realized there wasn't like that instant gratification that I was looking for. And I know people say you shouldn't need it, but I need it, and I had to be honest with myself and tell myself, like, you need that instant gratification when you're working, because that's what motivates me. That's what gets me going. That's what keeps me going. And so that's when I started to do personal styling and doing like closet consultations. And I realized, like, this is where my passion is, like me helping other women find their style, feel empowered in their style, feel like a boss, like be encouraged to be sexy and be beautiful and be fashionable, and like know that you're worthy of all of that, and giving permission to these women, like telling them, like, give yourself permission. You are completely worthy. I don't care if you had 10 kids or 2 kids, like no kids or whatever, like you're fucking worthy. And so that's where my instant gratification came from. And I really learned like a lot about myself, a lot about self-love, and a lot about like how to style different body types, how to style different women. And so that's pretty much what I do now. As you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I just became a freelancer, so I'm completely on my own, and it's very scary, but it's very exciting. It's exhilarating. It's like, wow, I'm in charge of my own time now. Like, no one else can tell me what to do. And I would say this, I would say that being a freelancer, I realized I am really not as disciplined as I thought I was. Like, sometimes I'll have off on a Monday, like I won't have a gig, and I'm like, okay, I'm off today. But I'm not thinking like, sis, you're not really off. What you need to do is contact some stylists to work with. What you need to do is put out ads. What you need to do is XYZ, go to the gym, da-da-da. And I'm just like, I'm just sit here, eat some popcorn, drink my tea, and watch a movie. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to fall into the habit of doing that. So learning to be disciplined has been the hardest in this past month that I've been freelance, but also been a little bit of the most rewarding, because it's just like, wow, look at all I'm able to accomplish once I really put the pedal to the metal. I also learned that no is part of the job, whether it be me saying no or someone saying no to me. There's times when I've pitched myself to companies and they're just like, sorry, you're not the type of stylist we're looking for. And I'm just like that, right? They're just gonna tell you just like that. You ain't had no regard for my feelings or nothing. Like, okay, all right, I'm gonna take the L. But it's really a lesson. It's not like I'm a loser. It's just, all right, you don't want me now, but I'm gonna keep working and grinding, and one day you are gonna want me. Or sometimes I have to say no to a job because I'm like, is this aligning with what I want to do? Is this aligning with my purpose? Is this going to help build my career and my resume? Or is it really holding me back? Is there something else that I could be doing with my time? And so just learning to say no and learning to accept no has been also challenging, because it's just like when you're a freelancer, you're like, money, 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 money. Money's coming at me. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. And you think you just have to take everything because you don't want to be without money. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, no, you have to be able to accept the fact that this job is not aligning with you, but it doesn't mean another one might not come. And yes, sometimes you might have to do jobs that don't align with you for money, but you shouldn't allow money to be your main focus. Your passion is your focus first. Money comes second. Like, quick second is like right under. It's like passion and money. They right there next to each other. Don't get it twisted, because this gotta pay bills. But it's just as important to be passionate about whatever it is that you're doing than like making money off of something, because your time, you have to think like, is this worth my time? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm making money off of this, but I could have been emailing people. I could have been working on my resume. I could have been building my website. I could have, like, all these other things that you could have been doing for you that you didn't do, and now you're stuck working for somebody else. So that's the second thing I learned. Third thing I learned, oh, third thing I learned, networking. Networking is mandatory. Networking is mandatory. Yo, first of all, I am an introverted extroverted. I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert, I'm an introverted extrovert, I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, however you want to flip it, I am very socially awkward when I'm not comfortable with people. I'm very quiet. Sometimes I get social anxiety where I just feel like I'm suffocating in a room. So I was really afraid that when it came to freelancing, I would not be able to network in the way that I should and supposed to, because my anxiety would get the best of me, or because, like, you know, just like me being quiet, you know, like if I'm just not having a good day. But I realized, like, I have to jump outside of myself. It's like, Jen, I'm a Gemini. I got 13,000 personalities. I just be like, Jen, call on the excited one. Call on the funny one. Call on the extroverted one, because those are the people that are in me that I have to use in those moments. Because sometimes I'm just like, you can't afford to miss out on an opportunity just because you weren't in the mood to talk that day. Like, nobody cares, sis. Nobody cares. And scare money don't make no money. So if nobody knows what you do, what you bring into a table, why would they hire you? Why would they mentor you? Why would they help you? Like, who knows to help you if you don't ask or seek it? So really learning that was very hard for me, but I think I've been doing pretty well. It's only been a month, granted, but within that month, I've made a lot of connections. I can say I made at least 5, like at least a good 5 connections. So I've really just been pushing myself to get outside of my comfort zone. It has required me to come home and just like be still with myself. Don't talk to anyone, you know? So I may not reach out to my friends as much, just because it's just like, it's exhausting. And it requires me to just like think and process my thoughts in a different way. So when I come home, I'm like replaying the conversation, like, Jen, did you give enough information? Did you give too much information? Did you, you know, like, I'm just like recalculating everything, what I can do better the next time around. So I realized, though, networking, very, 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 very important. Invoices. Send those invoices on time, because these companies take at least 4 to 6 weeks to pay you anyways. Now imagine you do a job last week, you wait 3 weeks to send that invoices. Now you waiting an extra 4 to 6 weeks if you're lucky to get paid. I don't know about y'all, but I don't got money like that to just be like leaving it to the side. So send those invoices on time. Definitely learn that. And last but not least, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Last but definitely not least, there are other ways to make money outside of your trade. Woo! I need to clap for that. Listen. They always say your average millionaire has about 8 sources of income. Who, no lies are being told. I never realized how crafty I can get. You start looking at money real different. You Like for me, for example, I was just like, okay, what can I cut out? What don't I need? What do I need? What do I want to keep to make myself feel normal? So like, for example, I cut off my Amazon Prime. Now I love Amazon Prime, but they were getting all my money. Not only was I always purchasing stuff from them just off the sake that I know I could get it same day or next day, but it was just like, I'm also paying $15 a month for free shipping or whatever. And my boyfriend have Amazon Prime. I was like, well, shit, ain't no point of both of us paying for it. You keep paying on with your steady 9 to 5. I'ma cut mine off, and whenever I need something, is you I'm using. So I cut off my Amazon Prime, but for example, I kept my Spotify. Now Spotify is probably not a big deal to a lot of people, but for me, that's where I listen to a lot of podcasts. That's where I listen to a lot of music. I have a lot of playlists. I did not want to cut off my Spotify. I knew that cutting off my Spotify was like an extreme measure. I'm like, listen, you without a job, technically, right? But you are your own job now. You are the boss of yourself. You are your own company. You are your own brand. Are you going to cheat yourself? Like, are you going to rip everything that you love out your life just for the sake of you want to, you know, save all this money? And to me, it felt better to feel normal, to feel like I didn't have a drastic change than to like cut everything off and be without. So for example, I switched from AT&T to T-Mobile because AT&T was charging your girl a lot of money. So little changes like that is what helped me to save money in the end and really like spend wisely. But I wasn't about to cancel every single thing that I have, like, no. But also, I learned that like I can make money other ways. So for example, my cousin started her business. I spoke to her, asked her if she needed help with anything, and now I do recruiting on the side for her. So whenever she needs extra help, I need extra money, I'll recruit for her. She pays me. It's all good in the hood. I did my hair by myself as a means of saving money. So instead of spending $200 on my hair, I just bought the hair, went on YouTube, and looked up a few videos and did it myself. And so just realizing that, one, that I'm talented enough to do this and capable enough of learning. Like, had I still had my 9 to 5, I would have never even think to consider to try this, because I just know every 2 weeks money coming in. And so now when you don't know when your next meal or check is coming from, you get a little crafty, you get a little savvy, you get, you know, you do things differently. And so, but it's been good. Like, it's been in a good way. Like this past month, just learning to do things by myself, whether it be like my nails or tweeze my eyebrows or do my hair, like all those things, I'm sure it's gonna help me in the end, because it's just like, now you don't always have to pay someone. Like, this is a luxury. This is not something you need to have. I don't need to have extensions in my hair. I don't need to have my nails done. Those are luxuries. And so for me, it's just like, if you can do these luxuries for yourself, then you save money, and then you can invest that money into yourself again. So whether it be getting business cards, investing it into my website, investing it into equipment for YouTube, or whatever I'm doing, like, that's all worth it more than just spending money freely as if I have no goddamn sense. So I would say those are the top 5 things that I've learned this month being freelance. And yeah, I really just want to share this journey with you guys. I think a lot of people are going freelance now, or want to go freelance and don't know where to start and don't know what to do. And I'm pretty much just here to help as much as I can. I mean, I'm still new to it, so bear with me. I ain't gonna know everything. But super excited to share my journey. I feel very empowered. I feel like I really made the best decision for me and my mental health, because it was real. And that's a topic for another day. It's Freestyle Friday, and we'll be talking about everything. I plan on getting some guests in, like my friends and like, you know, social people that I follow, and hope that you guys enjoy. If there's any topics that you guys want to talk about, please, please, please leave them in the comments, send them to me, DM, Instagram, email them to me at stylemejennifer@gmail.com. Whichever which way you want to contact me. I would love to hear you guys' ideas and what you want to hear from me. Again, super excited. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment this video if you like it. Hit that little bell in the corner to get the notifications whenever I post a new video. Every Wednesday, I'll be talking about fashion. And on Fridays, don't forget, it's Freestyle Friday. And we'll have a plethora of discussions. Love you guys.